Hello, I'm Bill Spurlock, Director of Rutherford County Schools. I'd like to take a few moments to speak with you on career and technical education. The goal of every educator is to prepare students for college and careers. Now, we understand that college lasts a finite amount of time, whereas a career lasts a lifetime. Currently in the United States, college student loan debt is at $1.7 trillion. Now, this is not only unsustainable, it's unnecessary. Our mission statement in Rutherford County Schools is to empower today's students to grasp tomorrow's opportunities. These opportunities not only exist in our core classes, but they also exist in our career and technical education classes. We have 39 programs of study, and within each one of those programs of study, we have a multitude of career clusters. We have in our classes the ability for students to not only get high school credit, but also college credit. And some can even take an industry certification test and be prepared for some of the most challenging and the most rewarding careers. We are strong proponents of career technical education.
Hi, my name is Tim Reidner, and I'm an assistant athletic trainer for the Chicago Bears. I first became interested in athletic training after suffering a season-ending injury playing high school football. After going through an extensive rehab program with our team's athletic trainer, I gained a lot of knowledge and respect for the profession and wanted to learn more about it. I was fortunate enough to be part of a high school that offered athletic training courses as electives to give students a better understanding of what the profession is and the different options and avenues that you can take as an athletic trainer. So I enrolled in those classes and knew exactly that's what I wanted to do with my career and the career path I wanted to take. Athletic training requires a master's level degree, so I knew that going into college that I would have to work hard towards that and obtain a master's level degree and gain some experience along the way. Particularly in the NFL, you are required to have, a decent amount of experience, and sometimes that means multiple internships, which is what I had to do to allow myself the opportunity to work at this level. So I was able to secure an internship with the Chicago Bears as a summer intern, and that further cemented the fact that I wanted to be an NFL athletic trainer. So from there, I went to the University of Arkansas, where I worked with their football team to gain even more experience with the profession and working with athletes hands-on, and knew I was ready to take the step. I just waited on the opportunity and was waiting on a phone call for a position to open in the NFL. I was fortunate enough to work for a gentleman that's the head athletic trainer here now in Chicago when he was with Cleveland. When I did my internship stint there with the Browns. So getting through school and graduating with my master's degree, which athletic training requires, I put my head down and worked through some internships, and I was provided an opportunity to be an assistant athletic trainer in the NFL. I highly recommend the jobs here in the NFL for athletic trainers. They're very competitive, so it does take a little extra work on the front end when your career is young, and you have to network and get to know folks around the career path and learn the ins and outs and just be ready for when that situation comes, and don't let the opportunity pass. But in athletic training specifically, it's a very rewarding career field. It's really neat to see athletes, especially at this level, working at a very high capacity, and the best football players in the world come back from injuries, and it's satisfying helping them get and exceed their goals and succeed on a daily basis. A typical day for me is rehabs in the morning. This is for in season. Rehabs in the morning at 6:30 a.m. All the way till player meetings that happen about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll sit down as a staff and go over different things throughout the day of what we need to focus on and who we need to help get through practice or what we need to do to prepare our guys for practice. That situation runs into taping and any pre-practice preventative techniques that we need to apply for the athletes for them to prepare and excel in practice. And we're taping ankles and wrists and anything that the player needs a little extra help with to get them through practice. And then practice happens, particularly through the season, about 3 hours, and give or take some time, depends on what day it is of the week, in preparation for the game. And then after practice, the players, if they have any injuries that they sustain during practice, we'll take care of that afterwards. Any imaging that's needed, and our doctors are on site and they'll help out and step in when needed. And then any rehabs that didn't finish up in the morning, we'll go ahead and take care of that, and then help guys with recovery to prepare for the next day. So that's pretty much a day in my world as an NFL athletic trainer. And again, it's a very rewarding career path, and it's satisfying as a clinician to see these athletic, individuals with, so much talent succeed on the field, and knowing that I was able to help them get to that point is rewarding and satisfying. So in addition, you have to be able to sacrifice and put in the time and be ready to work as an intern and shake a lot of hands and be networking throughout the entire process to give yourself an opportunity just to apply for a position and interview for a position one day. And again, I highly recommend it, and please feel free to reach out to me with any questions you may have or any interests that I can help out with. And I appreciate the opportunity to talk today, and just let me know what I can do to help.
My name is Colby Davis, and I am an 11th grader. Growing up, I thought that I should go for a more realistic career, and I thought, being the physical person that I was, I thought being a chiropractor would be the best thing. And I always thought about the skeletal system being really cool and how that can affect a person just by readjusting certain parts of the body, and I just thought that was really cool and that would be the right kind of career for me. I get to learn about a lot of hands-on learning and a lot of traditional learning. It's really helpful considering that I have a teacher that also has hands-on training with physical therapy and other types of therapeutics. I learn and use a lot of technology and products that are practically used at a chiropractor's office. Definitely assessing a situation as goes for what is the person's problem, how can I fix it, and using different methods and different types of ice massaging, electric stimulation, and other types of methods that are used for relieving someone of any type of pain in their body. Definitely HOSA, which is basically an event where multiple students are able to come together at a local healthcare facility where they get to learn together, they get to do group activities, and even participate in competitions. I feel like something like that is really cool considering that you're working with people all over the place and working with other people in different situations and different procedures. And I feel like that's something that you should be able to experience to not only be social, but know how to work with other people. Doing something along the lines of physical therapy is something that I feel like is not only helpful for other people, but also helpful for yourself. Being able to figure out what's going on with me and knowing how you can help yourself can come in handy. And learning about the body and how it works is, I feel like, something that everyone should know, or at least have an idea of what it's all about. Something that they should definitely know is that it is difficult. Learning different types of procedures, learning about the different types or different parts of the body, it's tough, but it is all a part of the process to become a successful physical therapist, or in my case, a chiropractor.
My name is Josh Haley. I teach in the Sport and Human Performance Pathway at Riverdale High School, and that is inside of the Health Sciences Career Cluster. So for me, in addition to teaching in the Sport and Human Performance Pathway, I'm also the athletic trainer here. So I get to help student athletes with any of their injuries that they have if they play sports. And so I think my passion for helping other people, helping student athletes, is really kind of the driving force. I was raised playing sports, being around sports. So for me personally, that love for sports and that passion for helping other people made athletic training the choice for me. My class is a good mix of traditional learning and hands-on learning. For our classes, students will get an opportunity to use a lot of the same equipment that they may see in a gym, a chiropractic office, physical therapy office. We try to mix it up as far as having a good mixture of book work, research, and reading, as well as hands-on skills in a lab type setting with exercise testing, therapeutic modalities, and things of that nature. So there are a few reasons that students should choose this pathway. Students that are interested in being a physical therapist, chiropractor, physical therapist assistant, if they're interested in athletic training, being a strength and conditioning coach, personal trainer, if they're interested in music therapy, recreation therapy, pet therapy, all of those different therapies they'll learn about within this class. Also, the thing that I always tell students is within the health science pathway, there's some important information that you're going to learn that you'll use in life, whether you go into a health science career or not. We learn about first aid and CPR. We learn about how health insurance works. We also learn about nutrition and eating healthy. We learn about the human body, and then proper exercise. And so all those things, whether you go into a healthcare career or not, are going to be things that you're going to use that will make your life a little bit better or easier, because you have that knowledge. So with the health science pathways, we also have a club that's called HOSA. Within HOSA, students get to do a wide variety of activities. A lot of the trips that we may take are club trips where we may go visit a healthcare facility and tour it. We also have around 54 different competitions related to healthcare that students can compete in. We compete at the regional, state, and national levels with those. Those competitions can range everything from individual to team competitions, and it may be things like medical photography, or just taking a knowledge test about human growth and development or medical math, or they may test your hands-on skills like first aid and CPR or your skills as a physical therapist. In addition to all those, we also do some community service type activities. So that's kind of an opportunity students have to participate in the club and kind of be a part of another like-minded group of students that are interested in the healthcare field.